Alright. It's a game here which has familiar and crappy trashing. Lovely. I guess that's probably what we're going to try to be doing early is play familiar. There's also... Well, no, actually it might be okay to be skipping. I'm looking here and I'm seeing that there's Tactician Vault with Village Green, and that's all together looking pretty snappy. Particularly to the point where, like, we can probably be playing Stonemason sufficiently often to deal with whatever curses come our way. We're going to want, Stonemason, so I think we're going to be wanting to open something like Baron Silver and work it from there. Eventually a lot of the stuff can end up getting trashed as we move into this nicer deck. In any case, let's see if I'm probably just gonna pass this turn. We'd rather be, like, not taking that much silver in general. So this can be, like, Stonemason for probably Tactician Vault right off the bat here. We'll work from there. Another Tactician. You really got stuff done that shuffle. Basically got everything you wanted in, so that's not ideal for my winning chances, but that's okay. I'm not going to discard here because I think next turn we're just going to play the Tactician. This turn I can Stonemason for 2 Village Greens and probably be pretty happy about that. Okay, apparently we know what deck we're playing over there. This will just be tack. And really hope that we find the vault. I mean, it's to the point where I surely discard stuff if given the opportunity. I still don't love it, I don't think. Well, no, I think you play this one because you actually would really like to go up and hit a number, but that's okay. Alright, what do we want? How much money do we think we need? Is 8 fine? Or is 7 fine? 8 sure seems fine. I mean, it could be like, Innkeeper, Village Green. I don't think we really need to be stonemasoning for that. This can be another tack play. I mean, at some point you'll get the vault in, and that'll be crappy for me, because, like, if you get your turns going earlier, that's certainly not a great thing. That can do some stuff. I don't know if you found your other tack, but if you did, you're certainly going a lot better than I am. Yeah, looking like you have your attack in hand. So that's absolutely disgusting. This could be bad. This should be Stonemason for 2 Village Greens and an Innkeeper. That province is way, way early. You do not have consistency built up yet. I say is probably will just province every turn, but I mean, maybe there's some pile stuff to worry about, I'm not sure. In any case, I disapprove of the province, certainly. But I guess at this point you're just kind of making it every turn. That's another tack. Yeah, gross. So, I mean, this could be like Province Stonemason for Village Greens, and... Definitely scary. Let's just do that. I'd really like to draw through and find, like, at least a vault. Okay, cool. I don't know how many coppers we're going to Stonemason. We're going to discard the Baron, so... Or discard 2 Baron. I guess we can Stonemason 1 copper. I'm not really looking at price points here. I'm more just looking at consistency. This would be 5 and 9 coins, and I think I'd actually really like 11 if I can manage it. So, actually, we're going to discard all of that. Because what I'd really like to do, Stonemasons or some Zillage Greens and get ourselves another vault, I think. Yeah. I swear, like, at some point your deck should fail. I think this has been fairly unreasonable to have the turns you've been having. But, let's see. Find your tack? No, you didn't. Okay. This is feeling better now. One estate. All right. Now, we're really gonna miss tack. No. Okay. Good. This can probably be +3, -3. It's a little bit dangerous, but there's another vault in there. Yeah. Well, we gotta be conservative here. Okay. Probably time to start provincing. I could add another Baron. Like we Stonemason for Innkeeper, Baron, and buy province. I don't know if another Innkeeper is really... Well, I feel like I need to keep up the consistency, and we can always cantrip them, right? I'm kind of worried about piles as things stand, but I don't... Like, you don't have a tack coming in, so... It doesn't seem the most threatening. I just really want to make sure every turn draws. Okay, I did find tack this turn. It's kind of sad. I mean, I would like your turns to end up worse if they could. Like this. Okay. I might do this one for next turn. No. Well, I will shuffle. No. It's gotta be better to have it in deck. Okay. This can just be +1 card at this point. Something like this. We'll have the province left over. We'll be able to double province this turn, which I think is going to be our best move. It's not like you're going to triple. Your deck's pretty equivalent to mine. So if we just double province here, I think we're actually in pretty okay shape. If you double province, we can easily beat that. Yeah, okay. Like, there's no, like, I'm not going to play a Tactician this turn, so I'll have a bunch of coins thing going on here. Just because a lot of the econ's coming out of Vault. Should I discard Stonemason Copper? Probably. It obviously reduces my coin potential a little bit, but we do want to make sure that we draw. And maybe we'll be able to, like, you know, last turn we Innkeeper to +5, -6, I believe, at the start of our turn. Yeah, so if we can reduce that one down to a +3, -3, we're actually draw equivalent. You get a triple duchy? Oh, you didn't find a tack again. Well, that's going to make my life a lot easier, isn't it? Not finding a tack. Just because I don't really have to worry about your next turn that much. I guess there's like Vault, Village Green, so maybe we play around a province if that ends up being single province, that ends up being the deal. Triple duchy. So we're going to play around a single province. Interesting. So I want to take like province something this turn. I could just tack the village green and set it up for next turn. Like we discard this, take a state, buy province, whatever. Because my thought process is basically I need to make sure that I can. Well, it's going to be tough without the barons. I'm going to say, thought process, I need to be able to double next turn, but I'm going to say it's going to be tough without the barons. Anyways. We'll do it this way. I'll just go province, estate. I don't know that this estate actually does anything other than get in the way. Like, you didn't play tax, so there's like zero threat of the double, but there was some threat of the single just because you have the vault and village greens in hand. And after more estates, well, I might be able to pile Stonemason plus estate instead. That's actually going to be the much easier thing to do here, right? Like, this is already in hand. We just Stonemason 2 Innkeepers for estates and then buy out the Stonemasons. Which maybe was actually a little bit of a threat for your last turn. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I mean, the estates were still really, really high, and you weren't, as I say, you just weren't seeing that many cards. So, in any case, I mean, it ended up being kind of close in the end, but I think, you know, I invested a lot more in consistency before going into the provinces, and I mean, it showed. You missed your Tactician 2 or 3 times, so, that was probably definitely the way to be going, is just because you do really desperately need to make sure that you find this Tactician in order to make your deck work each turn, and that happened for me and it didn't for you. So that was the game, and I'll see you all.